struggle with nothing in your hands can bring confusion in the family. I miss those days of jubilation when Mama
Greetings from South Africa. My name is Maaluleki, the General Secretary of the South African Democratic Teachers Union. I wish to send our solidarity to the people of Palestine, in particular the people of Gaza. We stand in solidarity with yourself as you continue to struggle for your freedom. As you hold your important education conference on the right to education, the struggle against apartheid in South Africa is incomplete if it does not include the role played by the civil society towards its demise. When political parties were burned in the 1964 in South Africa, many activists fled into exile to join underground military structures of the banned political parties. However, normal social constructs such as churches and schools and communities still remained. The apartheid government intensified its mission of divide and rule through the formation of homelands or areas which were designated according to tribal lines. Those who remained in so-called white areas or township around the cities were subjected to exorbitant rents for the 2- and 4-roomed houses they occupied. More people moved to the cities in search for employment but could not be adequately housed. This led to the springing up of many shanty towns. Teachers and torchbearers for communities could not remain silent in the face of onslaught against communities. Many civic organizations fighting against the exorbitant rents sprang up, and many were led by teachers. Civil society organizations in South Africa under the banner of the United Democratic Front, the National Education Coordinating Committee, and many civic organizations in our country fought for the right to education. They continued to support the teachers and our children to receive education despite the clamping down of apartheid in ensuring that children do not have the right to education. Civic organizations as well as the teachers and student organizations in our country had ensured that the apartheid government was put under pressure in order to ensure that the child enjoys the right to education. Many of our areas in the communities which were regarded as rural areas never had a single school built by the government because apartheid wanted to deny our children the right to education. However, the communities led by leaders and civic organizations in those rural areas built those schools on their own in ensuring that our children enjoy the right to education as a fundamental human right. Education Crisis Committee, which was launched in 1986, together with the United Democratic Front and the Congress of the South African Trade Unions, which is COSATU, were amongst the civic organizations that indeed made sure that every day the apartheid government is put under pressure in ensuring that education is provided for all our children. So the struggle against apartheid and the struggle for the right to education were amongst the priorities of the people of South Africa. As you hold this particular conference for the right to education, we stand in solidarity with the coalition in the Arab region and the Arab-speaking countries. All of you, we are saying if we stand together, we will then be able to ensure that each and every child, irrespective of their origin, socio-economic background, will receive an education because education is a human right. So the civic organization have got to unite. They have got to have well-coordinated structures in ensuring that the pressure is put upon governments, is put upon the United Nations in ensuring that there is funding for our schools, there is funding for our learning institution in order to guarantee the right to education. Apartheid could not crush the will of the people. apartheid failed because the people were united. The people ensured that as they were fighting for liberation and for our democracy and our freedom, education was a priority in our country, and the right to education, as guaranteed by international tools and international legislation, was our guiding principle in order to ensure that our country one day is free, and therefore we are able to give our children free and quality public education in South Africa. We wish you well in your conference. We still stand in solidarity with the people of Palestine. South Africa is not free until the Palestinian people are free.